Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 25 of Power Up. My name is D. Marchese, otherwise known as the Beast NJ, and with me as always is my faithful sidekick and co-host, Gregory Virga.
Can't keep my hands to myself.
You're too good. We're going to get copyrighted. You're so good.
You think I sound like Salinas?
Salinas! Welcome to your favorite superhero podcast. You can catch this show on Saturdays at 10 a.m. most of the time, or support us at patreon.com/levelupnerd. That was brutal. Support us at patreon.com/the-level-up-network for just $1 or more, and you'll get the show 5 days earlier on Tuesday nights. With that behind us, Greg.
And if you donate $1 to get this episode, you're gonna have good luck because 25 is Greg's lucky number.
Is that true?
Yes, it's a very true statement. I'm excited for this episode because this is
I'll
my
buy
lucky number episode, so crazy things are gonna happen.
I'm excited to find out what it is. With all that behind us, Greg,
Yeah.
I'd like to lead us in a toast.
Oh my god.
Today, I'd like to say cheers to 2016.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's gonna be good. Don't fucking
sorry.
interrupt my toast, Greg. It's gonna be a good year filled with Deadpools, Civil Wars, Batman and Supermans.
Wonder
what
Woman
else?
too.
Wonder Woman is Wonder Woman 2016?
Yeah.
What else?
I think.
Something else I'm
No,
missing.
maybe it's not. It's right before Justice League.
Is there another DC one this year? Or is it
Oh,
Marvel?
but Wonder Woman will be in Batman vs Superman, so we
She
can
will.
get Wonder
Yeah,
Woman.
cheers to Wonder Woman as well. And just fucking let's rip it up, dude. It's gonna be a great year of superhero movies. I'm so excited about it.
Season 2.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's coming like in a month.
Excited about that.
Yeah.
Cheers. Everybody at home, grab your mugs. Cheers with us.
Love you all equally. Here's a tip for you guys. This is what I was going to say when I interrupted Dean.
Hot tip.
Somebody commented, not on our YouTube comments, but commented on one of my Facebook posts when I retweeted a Power Up thing and said, "Are you drinking tea in your mug?" And I said, "Yes, I am." The reason why my tea looks so light is because I'm very weird. A lot of people don't do this, but I add French vanilla creamer to my tea. It's like Coffee Mate creamer, but I put it inside my tea. I know, mine's blown. Try it yourselves.
My mind is blown. That's 100% certain.
Have you ever had it?
No. I don't like cream.
Yeah, neither do I.
I don't like cream in my tea. I don't like cream in my coffee.
It's not like heavy cream.
Inside baseball for you. I drink black coffee every week here.
Ow!
Yeah, baby. That's how you get these hairs on your chest. Ah! You don't like it?
If I could like take back like a couple seconds of my life, I feel like it would have been that.
Here's the thing about me. I am I just want to be the manliest man I can possibly be.
I feel like you succeed in that.
I really appreciate that. And my father always drank black coffee. I used to roof with my dad, and he would always drink black coffee. And I was like,
You used to roofie your dad?
I was a roofer with my dad. Yeah.
Oh, roofer.
Yeah, my father.
I thought you said I used to put roofies in
No.
my dad's coffee.
Yep. That's it. That's why
like,
you
why
don't
would
see
you
him anymore.
drug him?
I roofied him, and he doesn't come back. No, my dad's a roofer. He owns his own roofing business. Big shout out to Dean Marchese Roofing. Yes, it is named after us both. And I used to work with him, and so every morning we would get up real early and go up, start, doing the measurements on the roof and everything. And we would go Wawa and get coffee, and like I would always load mine up with cream and sugar and like cinnamon. And I was like, I can't drink it. And then every day my dad got this just black, like boiling temperature coffee, and he's just like. And I was like, holy shit, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. And so every day I would be like, yo, can I sip that? Can I sip that? And then like, over time, eventually I started like, I like this better now. And now I just drink black coffee. It's best.
I love how you have like the most manly of the morning beverages, and then I have the most female.
I like
drinking tea with French vanilla creamer.
I like tea. I like tea at nighttime before bed. Helps me sleep.
Tea wakes me up.
Interesting. Well, I drink decaf tea at night. Peach, to be specific.
Oh, I forgot they make it decaffeinated. Yeah, your Yennefer, as I like to call her, she has a tea box.
She does. Fun fact about Jennifer, while we're on the subject. Welcome to Coffee Talk with Dan and Greg.
The cheers always.
She drinks her coffee black.
What?
She's fucking Sasha Fierce, bro.
Dean made a Beyonce reference on an episode of Power Up. I'm just so happy. I knew this was going to be my lucky episode. I knew it was.
How are you doing, man? You had a long week.
Great. I had a very long week. We started Trophy Wars this week. For people that don't know, Dean and I also do another show, Level Up, about video games. We're doing a trophy war there, so you get the most trophies. I have like barely slept this week at all. You could probably see it on my eyelids. Work and school. I got ahead of my schoolwork. which I was very proud of. But now this week's starting up again, and I just got my whole like what is that called? A syllabus? That's what the word?
Yeah, for school.
Yeah, like the outline. It's a syllabus, right? Okay. I didn't know if that was the right word. So I have a whole bunch of schoolwork to do. I'm throwing up blood. All my employees called out sick. But that's why I have tea. How about you, sir?
I had a pretty good week. I played a ton of video games.
Yeah.
And I did start Lego Avengers.
Yes, which we will get to later.
We will. That'll be our topic of the week. We'll do a little Lego Avengers review.
Topic of the week.
Greg hasn't played it at all, so it'll be good though, because then you'll have questions that I can answer.
I have the best questions.
So there we go. So we'll be good to go. Cool. Let's get into some TV talk.
Some TV talk for two.
Now, what I'm gonna do here?
TV talk for two.
What I'm gonna do is set a timer for 10 minutes. To keep us in line.
We always go over in these discussions, so in parentheses this week in the outline, Dean put 10 minutes.
So we're gonna take a little bit of a. No, I'm not gonna be quite as mean as they are on the Level Up show and be like, "Shut the fuck up, the timer." But I'm gonna stop us at 10 minutes.
Okay, wait. This is my plan. 2 minutes per episode. 2 minutes to rate all the episodes. 2 minutes. What was your favorite episode? I think
that's pretty good. We can try to stick that. Yeah.
Because it's 4 times 2 is 8 times 2 is 10. Or plus 2 is 10.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
4 times 8 is 773. Obviously.
All right. Let me know when to start us off.
Here we go. Setting the timer. 10 minutes. Ready and begin.
Okay, so Dean still doesn't watch Supergirl. He makes me sick to my stomach. But
yeah,
our
the
first best Supergirl episode of season 1, in my opinion, we got to dive into the Martian Manhunter's backstory. They used CGI effects to build the whole planet of Mars, and we got to see how his family died and how he's the last sole survivor. Awesome fucking episode. David Harewood, I looked up his name, the actor. He is absolutely incredible. He plays John Jones. Him and Supergirl got really, really close this episode, so much so that he even calls, spoilers, by the way, guys, for all of these television shows.
That's spoilers.
Very much so. He calls Supergirl his daughter, and he says that his her parents would be very proud of her.
Oh,
and
that's
it was
cool.
a nice, beautiful, sentimental moment. They're becoming like a father-daughter relationship, which I didn't expect them to in this show. But we finally get to see him use his powers. He wipes somebody's memory. He's going through walls, phasing in and out. The CGI on the show is incredible. The fight scenes are awesome. And Supergirl might have a boyfriend. So. You know how I love to ship couples.
Do we know who? I know she was like flirting around with Olsen.
No. Okay, so Jimmy Olsen's with Lucy Lane.
Okay.
They're still together. They got together in episode 3. Supergirl, aka Kara, is dating or gonna go out on a date with Katko, the main girl, Kat.
Yeah.
Her son that was estranged from the company.
Okay.
Yeah, he came back this week. There was like that kind of drama, which is the only downside of this episode. But then at the end of it, he's like, "Kara, let me take you out," and she's like, "Okay." Like,
that was fucking incredible impression.
I wish like I literally exaggerated that scene, but that's literally what she's like. "Oh, yeah."
I believe you. I do. That's the one thing about that show that's always been remained
it's so corny.
Iffy to me is like sometimes when she's playing. Just playing Kara and not doing Supergirl, I'm like, oh god, like, what is happening here?
She's so like strong and female empowering as Supergirl, and those Kara, she's like, it's like,
is the show still going good though? Still on the right track?
It's awesome. I would rate every episode. It's like The Flash. Every episode is above an 8. Even if I hate like some of the side stories and stuff. Like this week, the cat drama was awful, but like John Jones, the CGI is so fucking good.
He looks good. I'll tell you what. He's really the thing that's I keep seeing images of him and like her using heat vision and him and her going back and forth, and I'm like, ooh, kind of want to see that.
He's like training her too. So that storyline, he's awesome. He's like the main focus of the show currently, and I couldn't be more happy.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I think he'll end up getting a spin-off show if they ever like try to do that, like Arrow and Flash, but we'll see. I like him in this world.
Speaking of the Flash, Greg.
Segway!
Holy shit! What a great episode of the Flash this week.
Yeah, you take this one. Then.
Oh my god, dude! So we saw the big final return of Eobard as the Reverse Flash, and I would like to note. I was talking about a little bit of this in our Google chat. He gets one sucker punch when he comes through the portal. The same way, and it was very much like payback, bitch, from when Barry came through the portal when he was gonna be saving his mom. He decided not to save his mom, remember?
Yeah.
And then Barry comes through and like lands that hook on him. So the Eobard did the same thing. Only time he touched him in this entire episode.
Yep.
And the Flash comes back at the end and rips him a new one. Like he was ready to finish him off too. They're like, Barry, and he was like, I'm gonna stop this like asshole once and for all.
It took Papa Joe to calm him fucking down. He was beating that.
It was amazing. We see him use the super speed punches. He's like, I was like, holy shit, it was so great, dude. Yeah. I loved that fight.
It was a really, really good episode. We're getting a lot of nice ties to all the side stories, which I'm happy about. Season 1 had a little bit of an issue, I think, with all the side stories.
Yeah, I agree.
Trying to, like, they would just fall off after a bit, and then like characters would come back and you'd be like, oh my god, I remember her.
Yeah.
But they're doing such a better job with that in season 2. We have Cisco's whole Powers dilemma. He has the seizure at the end. I was fucking terrified.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was crazy. It was such a good episode. I enjoyed it.
They're on, man. They are on this season. It was like kind of like some, good episodes, but like it's getting good now. And also, I wanted to ask you, there's been a noticeable absence of Zoom since we came back from the mid-season finale.
He's coming back next episode in the preview.
I'm wondering if he's going to come back in a big bad way.
Do you know how he's coming back? We talked about this 2 weeks ago on Power Up. We had the preview for Killer Frost and Ronnie on Earth 2. Barry is traveling back there because this whole tie throughout the first couple episodes here is that what's his face? Caitlyn's boy toy. The other Flash from Earth 2. What's his name?
Jay Garrick.
Jay Garrick.
Took me a second.
No, you're good. Jay Garrick, he has these 6 cells in his body. That's what's deteriorating his speed. So they're all going back to Earth 2 to try to like cure his speed.
So it's pretty crazy because he's
gonna
get
Ronnie back too, which is exciting.
Yeah, we do get Ronnie back. Jay's definitely gonna get his speed back.
Oh, he has to.
So then we're gonna have potentially
2 Flashes.
The Flash, as we know him, Jay Garrick's Flash, Zoom.
Wally West is somewhere in there.
Reverse Zoom. Wally West, and now a little bit of a spoiler for our news story. They just cast another girl to play Trajectory, who's another speedster. There are 6 speedsters we're gonna have in this show.
7 if you count Jessie Quick, Earth 2's daughter. Harrison's daughter. I don't know if she's gonna get her speed though. I think that might just be a Easter egg because she's an odd character.
Yeah, I agree with you. That could be the case there, but still, that's a tremendous amount of speedsters running around.
I will say, sad part of the episode for me, Patty Spivin.
Oh,
I'm heart-wrenching. You guys
sad
know
part of my life.
You know how I love to ship my couples. She goes off. Barry doesn't fucking tell her that he's the fucking Flash because he's a fucking idiot.
I mean, I actually kind of liked that.
No, because they ruined it. Because then the whole episode, Patty's not dumb, and that's what I loved about this whole episode. Is she's like, Barry, I'm a fucking detective for a living. Like, I know you're the Flash. Like, just tell me. And then she starts crying in front of him, and he's like, Patty, I'm not the Flash. It wasn't me. She's like, it would make sense. Like, I would forgive you for all the shit that you.
Yeah, but think about it like this, dude. He's been telling, and it's something I've been thinking too. Is like he's been telling everyone, and like everyone has been getting killed afterwards. And he's like, I have to conceal my identity, and he fucking stuck to his guns like a good hero would do. They're like, of course. See, that's the thing. The selfish thing to do would be. Yeah, I'll tell you because I want you to forgive me and I want to be with you and I want you to know everything.
I wouldn't even want that. I didn't want them to be together after he told her, but I wanted her to tell her just out of respect. Because he even says, like, even if I tell you I'm the Flash, I'm still going to want you to go, like, follow your dreams because she's going to be a CSI investigator. This is, like, been her dream her whole life. So he's like, even if I do tell you, like, it's not going to change the fact that I still want you to go. And she's like, 100%. But, like, he should have told her just so, like, that wasn't an awkward relationship. And then at the end of the episode, she calls Barry and she's like, oh my god, I need help. There's a gun on the train. Flash runs over in 2 seconds and she's like, bye, Barry. Like, she knows. Obviously, she knows.
I'm with him. I think it was the right thing to do. Because then if a supervillain comes and is like, where's the Flash? Or who is the Flash? She can honestly be like, I don't know. Because he never fucking told her.
It makes me sick.
Has to be the way.
Patty, rest in peace. I'm gonna miss you, boo-boo.
I'm with you on that. I fucking love Patty.
Patty's one of my favorite characters.
She's
my favorite female character out of all of the CW shows.
So hot.
Yes. Oh my god. Her ass is on fucking fleek.
It's a problem.
That's the best part too, is like she's so witty and charming, and she's not a superhero. Like that's very rare that you have that
she's
character
just
on these shows.
Naturally awesome. I think she'll come back down the line. All right, let's get through Arrow real quick.
Yeah, Arrow was a quick one. We got to see, thank God, the flashbacks connected. We got the Diggle family drama this week. John and Andy is his brother? Andrew?
Yeah, I actually didn't mind that so much this week.
No, I liked it a lot.
The brother kicked ass.
Yeah, and the flashbacks towards the end of the episode, we saw they connected to where Oliver is on the island.
Yep.
The Black Commander told everybody that they discovered this treasure on this island with mystical powers, and that's the island that Oliver's on. So that's what they're searching for. We finally figured that out, which was cool.
I think they did a good job there with the. We always a common
the flashback's
complaint.
always the worst. Yeah.
A common complaint is the flashbacks from you and I, and like this season they actually did a great job of like weaving everything together with Constantine bringing back Sarah,
Yes,
and then
was awesome.
now we find out where the brother came into play and all that, and with the army.
The flashbacks
and
have been probably the strongest, I think, out of all the Arrow stuff.
Yeah.
With the exception of season 1, I think that has the best flashback still.
Yeah, I agree.
Just because that's the origin story. We got Emily Beck Richards did a phenomenal job this episode. She played 2 Felicities because she's in a wheelchair. She's paralyzed.
You know what? I did not like that.
I wasn't a fan. That's what I was just gonna say. Is I don't like old Felicity at all. A lot of people were like, 2 Felicity's awesome. I hate the old Felicity. It makes me sick. Like she's just such a bitch for no fucking reason.
And they tried way too that really let them shine like how immature CW can be sometimes.
Yeah,
I was like, this is lame.
She's like hallucinating, and there's 2 Felicities. It's dumb. Like Felicity wouldn't be like that. Like she's too intelligent. I don't think she would like. And like at one scene, she talks to Oliver and she starts crying. She's just like, "Shut up!" And Oliver's like, "What?" Like Felicity wouldn't get like that. I think. For the characterization they have it for so far. So besides that, that was my one gripe with the episode. They did kill Amanda Waller. Everybody, the head of Argus did get killed.
You think she's gonna stay dead?
Yeah.
You do?
The Lazarus Pit is gone. I think they might have like a new Amanda Waller, but I was shocked when he shot her in the head. I was like, what? I think Lila is going to take over her role.
I can see that.
Lila is now she's been integrated a lot more this season. So I'm thinking they're going to put her at the head of Argus. That's going to be finally, like, she's going to be like, Amanda Waller was a fucked up person, but like she was doing good work. I'm going to run Argus the right way. I feel like that's the story arc they're going for. And then Oliver had a...
That's time.
Oh no, we still have Legends.
Real quick, let's run through Legends. Loved it, dude. I fucking love Legends of Tomorrow. It's so good.
It's so fucking good. A whole bunch of ties too. This is the only thing I wanted to point out in this episode. They go back in time. They're still stuck in 1975. We got awesome characterization of Professor Stein with his younger self. They're all smoking weed. Very comical this episode.
I'm surprised they went there on the CW. I was like, oh shit, look at them, dude. Getting edgy.
Yeah, they have teen pregnancy on another show. Jane the Virgin.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
I was surprised by that though, honestly.
Sarah Lance, aka the actress that plays her, Katie Lotz, the White Canary, my favorite fucking character on the show.
She's kicking ass, dude.
She's
big time.
Hysterical. She's fucking awesome choreographed action scenes. Like she's fucking awesome on the show.
Yeah.
My one gripe, I still fucking hate Vandal Savage.
I don't dislike Vandal Savage. I thought the whole scene between him and the Hawks family as he like brutally like slaughtered I forget Hawkman's name, but that was crazy.
I want Shaira is the girl.
Yeah.
I don't remember his
Priestess Shaira. I can't remember his name either.
But it's just I don't know. That storyline's so old, and that's why Hawkman and Hawkgirl are such boring characters, because it's literally just a repeated death cycle. Like obviously they're gonna go back to the future. Hawkman's been on every poster. Like he's coming back. He's not permanently dead.
Right.
But,
well, yeah, they're immortal, essentially.
Yeah, so he's just going to come back. They just have to go find him in another time period now. And then Shaira, it's going to be cool to see the spin on Shaira trying to bring him back into the fold.
Yeah, I do like that. I'm wondering, do you think Savage is going to lead? He's not going to be. I don't think he's going to be like the series villain. Like it's got to be like a seasonal thing, right? Because that'll get old.
I'm hoping season 1 is just Vandal Savage. And that's stuff.
I would be cool with that.
I would be okay with them because that's what they seem to be doing with the Flash and Arrow.
Yeah.
And even I hope Supergirl's going to follow that format too. But I fucking hate Casper Crump as that casting choice. I don't know why. I was so happy about it originally with the look of him. Yeah. And then ever since I see him in all these episodes, I'm just not a fan.
I actually really like Savage.
You like Casper Crump?
I like him. Yeah, I think he's good as Savage. I think Savage as the villain was an interesting choice. It's not like, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's not like my favorite thing in the world or anything like that, but I like him. I think he's pretty cool. I would like to see someone else next season though.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. And we got ties. That's what I wanted to bring up to Damien Dark in 1975, looking the same exact age. If you guys don't know who that is and you're not watching Arrow, he's the main villain this season. And obviously he's either immortal or he can travel through time. I don't know.
I thought that was really, really cool. I did not expect to see him. I was like, oh shit, what is he doing there?
It was so fucking subtle. Like they didn't even acknowledge it at all.
Yep.
It's crazy, dude. Like Dean tweeted out after the episode and was like, it's the closest thing we're gonna get to an Avengers television show, and it's so fucking true.
One terrible thing. I was like loving it, watching it. I was like, this is great. I love this.
Yes.
One terrible thing was Firestorm was like, yeah, I don't just light stuff on fire. blast stuff too.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
When
Who
they're
let
trapped in
that
the
by?
South, that was so bad.
I was like, man, no one wanted to hit that in the rewrites. Like,
yeah.
that was bad. That was a bad line.
So corny.
Show overall is great though. I'm in. I really wasn't sure if I would be, and I'm in.
And they improved so much from the pilot. My biggest complaint about the pilot was that the pacing felt off. It felt like it was so fucking rushed. And in this episode, they got into each character again. That was my biggest fear: is all the characters. Like, is everyone gonna get equal time? And they're nailing that.
Such a weird group of people to cast together, and they work so well together.
They mold so perfectly.
Yeah,
Even
I fucking love Captain Cold.
Yeah, I never thought I would say
How? I fucking hated Captain Cold. I love him. He's so great on that show.
Yeah, he's awesome. Because he's not being a corny fucking douchebag anymore.
Right. He's just being real. He's just being like, I don't fucking know what's going on. I'm just going to blow shit up.
Yes.
I love him, dude. Good discussion. That's the end of TV talk. Now, before we move into the news, we do have one rumor for Rumor Roundup.
It's the Rumor Roundup, y'all. I hope you guys all check that and you're all like, fuck the podcast now!
Greg, why don't you take this rumor today?
I'm very excited about this rumor. David Harewood, who I just exclaimed Jean Jones and Supergirl as the Martian Manhunter, he states he'd love to see Batman join the DC TV universe. And throughout all of our TV Talk episodes, they've given slight nods to the Dark Knight through Arrow, Flash, and even Legends of Tomorrow. I could imagine him showing up somewhere in that world. So the rumor floating about...
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just remembered. I thought that was so cool, that nod to Arrow, when they gave Felicity her code name, and he was like, we want it to be Oracle, but that was already taken.
Yeah, exactly.
That was fucking awesome. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, so this is what adds to the rumor. So everyone's nodding to the Dark Knight. He's obviously exists somewhere in their universe. But it's a possibility of whether or not he'd come on to the shows themselves. Yeah. It's already rumored. We keep talking about Arrow and the Flash are going to join Supergirl at some point. So do you think we'll get a Justice League on television? I'd be so fucking happy.
You know what? There would be a time when I would be like, no, they'll save that only for the movies. But who the fuck knows anymore? I really don't know. If you asked me if I ever thought the Atom was going to be a television regular, I would have laughed in your face.
Exactly.
So, I don't know. Maybe. Why not?
I want this rumor to be so fucking true. I want a TV representation of Batman that's not Gotham. Because Gotham is like its own universe. That's like a fun, campy story. I stopped watching Gotham. I don't know if it's good anymore. But
me neither.
I took it off my list. I couldn't deal with it anymore. But if they had Batman and were treating him right, like Arrow, Flash, and fucking Supergirl. So.
Yeah, I don't see why not. They're clearly willing to have multiple iterations of their characters simultaneously because they're doing a different Flash in the movie, and the Flash television show has brought them the most success they've ever seen, and they're still doing a second version. So why the fuck not? Why not put a Batman on TV, dude?
Oh my god, I would be so happy.
That'd be awesome. And they could do like, because there's been so many different writers and so many different takes on the character over the year, like you could have the freedom to make him totally different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Clever,
make him different. He could be, the Batman that everyone traditionally knows. He could be more of that like darker kind of Dark Knight. He could be more of like a Tim Burton Batman. You could do so many different things if you wanted to.
Yeah, he could be a legit anybody because that cast of characters, they're all different ages. They're all kind of in that like late 20s area, but like
could even be take some real liberties and get a little Batman Beyond in there.
Oh,
why not, dude? Why not a Justice League with Batman Beyond? Why not?
If I had a Justice League made up of Barry Allen, Grant Gustin the Flash, Stephen Amell, Green Arrow, fucking Melissa Benoist, Supergirl, and fucking who would play Terry McGinnis, I would shit my pants. And
that would be awesome.
Martian Manhunter. We would legit have it.
That would be fucking awesome. Who would play him on TV? Trying to think of like a good TV actor.
Like someone like that's regularly only on television.
Yeah, like you can't go. I mean, you
can't
know,
go too high.
Yeah, can't shoot too high there.
Yeah. I don't know.
Me neither.
Terry McGinnis would have to be like same age as Kara.
I'm gonna say, and you're gonna think this is a little off the cuff. All right.
Okay.
Hang on. I want to make sure I have his name right.
I'm a little nervous.
Don't be nervous. I think you're actually really gonna like it. It's just not gonna be what you're expecting.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Batman Beyond. Steven Yeun, who plays Glenn on The Walking Dead.
What?
I fucking love it, dude.
I would love that.
That would be so fucking cool.
He's an awesome actor.
Yeah, he's cool as shit.
Oh my god, I would love that so much.
And he can play that. He could play down his age a little bit and like
And-
be a little more immature if he wanted
And
to.
then we'd have every race too on the Justice League.
Yeah, that's
We'd
why I
have
think
our
that would be
Asian,
good.
We have our black guy as Martian Manhunter. We have our female. We have. Oh my god! If
Yeah.
this rumor comes true, I'll be so happy.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna show you
Repping
This-
the Batman Beyond on my hat as always.
image, right? And when I show it to you, you're gonna be like, "Damn, that is Terry McGinnis."
Let me see that.
I think that's what's gonna happen. Let me pull it up.
This is what we do on the fly here.
We're going to dark. Going into the dark.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you Little McGinnis.
Oh, easily.
If that's not fucking Terry McGinnis,
Mm.
I'm just saying.
I'm sold.
Right.
Need it. I want it.
Yeah, I'm in. I want that real bad.
I don't know if they could do that because he's series regular on Walking Dead though.
Yeah, well, you know, that's got to end eventually. By the time they get done building up to a Justice League, yeah, count me in.
Oh my god! If there was a Batman Beyond on television that was live action, I would shit my fucking pants.
Well, that's exciting. That's an exciting rumor, and we will let you know more soon as we know anything.
Truth booth.
Let's move on to the news.
Boo 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 news.
News. We have 8 items on the list today. It's going to be a little bit of a short one, but we got some good stuff for you here.
It's a half a dozen.
Number 1. Number 1. Platinum Games has officially announced and released a trailer for their long speculated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game titled Mutants in Manhattan. Have you seen the trailer, Greg?
I have seen the trailer. The trailer is surprisingly very good.
Looks awesome.
The game looks really cool. You got all your villains in there. They got Bebop.
You're surprised? Why are you surprised that it looks good?
Because the last Platinum game I played was a big disappointment for me, and I was very excited for it.
What was it?
The Legend of Korra.
Oh.
It was the Avatar sequel,
Okay.
and it was the first video game coming out for it. All the previews looked awesome. The trailers looked incredible. The game was heinous and horrible.
Yeah.
It ended up so bad. So Platinum is either a hit or miss for me when it comes to their titles.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comes out clear. But you can see in the trailer too, they already have these open areas with only like a few enemies in it, and that was a big problem with Legend of Korra for me. So I'm gonna wait for reviews on this one. I'm not gonna jump the gun and pre-order.
Yeah, I'm not going to jump the gun by any means, but I will say, having played Bayonetta, and I recently played.
That's what I mean. Bayonetta's an awesome title.
Bayonetta's great. Yeah, there's two. For those of you who don't really follow the games industry, if you're just into comics and superheroes and stuff, there are 2 types of Platinum games. There's one studio, but you either get the good one or the bad version. Sometimes they put out great stuff. Sometimes they put out D list quality things, but
usually their licensed properties are the CD list stuff,
right?
Which
Yeah,
makes me nervous for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because Bayonetta is their original IP and it's fucking incredible.
yeah, it's great. Bayonetta's a great game. I didn't play the second one, but I heard it was great as well. I did recently play Transformers Devastation, which looks more akin to this art style. It seems kind of like what they're drawing their inspiration from.
Yeah.
That was cool. I didn't love it just because it wasn't really what I was looking for at the time, but it was cool. I hope they land this. Ninja Turtles, this whole art style and Ninja Turtles in general lends themselves very, very well to that fast kind of Devil May Cry, Bayonetta kind of combat. So if it's good, I mean, I'm so in. I hope it's good.
Hopefully they announce 4-player co-op. That would be key.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be so cool.
I don't see how they can't, right? Like, you have to.
It wouldn't make sense unless they do like individual missions, like they kind of did for like Arkham Knight. Like each new chapters you play as a different turtle.
Right.
That could be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm excited though. I'm excited that there hasn't been a good Ninja Turtles game. We were talking about this a little bit last night on the show. It was since like Turtles in Time. Just like an old arcade game.
That's the literally arcade stick.
Yeah.
Like side-scrolling Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
Favorite Ninja Turtle? Have we discussed this before? I think we have.
I think we have.
Mine's Donatello. I just shout out to you.
I like Donatello.
He's the smart one and a fucking bow staff. Stop.
Yeah, he is cool. I think I like Leonardo.
Oh, you're so atypical.
Am I? Is that typical? I feel like a lot of people say Raph.
Really?
Yeah, the most common answer I've ever heard is Raph.
I feel like Raph is like the one I hear is everyone's least favorite.
Really? I like when I was a
the
kid.
dick of the group.
He is, but he's got the skills to back it up.
He's got the side too. I feel like he's the worst one.
Yeah, I'm not crazy. I like the story. I like the katanas. I think they're fucking sweet.
And he has dual katanas too, which is the shit.
I don't know. I liked Michelangelo when I was a kid because he was like silly and like fun.
Pizza,
yeah,
I'm like pizza.
And then as I got older, I don't know. I like them all for different reasons. I think overall, I gotta go Leonardo. because
But you
I
the-
like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like him. He's cool.
What were you, just quick nod. What were you in Power Rangers? Who was your favorite Power Ranger?
Oh, Greg, Red Ranger.
I fucking knew you picked the Red Ranger.
Ride or die, Red Ranger. Everyone was always on Tommy's nuts. They're like the dream. First of all,
Fuck Tommy. I fucking hate Tommy.
everybody jumps on Tommy's nuts when he came around. They forget who was fucking leading the Power Rangers before any kind of Green Rangers showed up. So,
And the worst decision they ever made in the
Little
Power
respect.
Rangers movie, they gave Kimberly to Tommy.
yeah,
Not
I didn't like that at all.
Jason.
I didn't like that one bit.
I ship couples. Red Ranger and the Pink Ranger are a couple.
I agree.
Fuck the White and Green Ranger stealing.
Yeah, and then he just tries to change. He's like, I'm the White Ranger. I'm better now. Like, meanwhile, Red Ranger's over here is like, yo, I've been red since birth. I'm riding or dying by my T-Rex. Fuck that shit. Red Ranger is the bomb. Loved him.
And my favorite Ranger was Trini, the Yellow Ranger. I love that girl.
I respect your choice.
And I found out on 2 episodes or 3 episodes ago, Power Up Now.
That was a while ago.
That the actress passed away. So big ups to you, Trini.
Yeah, she
Awesome.
passed away, I think, early 2000s.
I love her.
Yeah.
I was so sad when you told me that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you.
She was my fave.
All right. Moving on into some Marvel news.
Marvel.
This news, I am actually very happy to bring you because it seems like it's a direct callback to who was it? Steven Spielberg, who was talking shit on the superhero genre, saying they're going to go the way of the Western.
There was like 3 big.
There was a few that followed suit. I think the
Steven
first one was Spielberg.
George R.R. Martin wrote that whole blog post like bashing them that all their villains sucked.
That's
and it's all
right.
the same formulas and shit.
Well, big balls Bob Iger over there at Disney, the chairman of Disney, thinks Marvel movies are here to stay. He also commented about Star Wars. He was like, yeah, we're going to have like, there's going to be this next like group of movies we're working on. He's like, and there'll be more after that. I don't know how many or when, but he was like, there'll be more. And then
It isn't going anywhere, especially since it just came back.
But then, in comparison to that, he said this. But with Marvel, you're dealing with thousands and thousands of characters that will go on forever. And I was like, fuck yeah, Bob Iger. When asked about the fans growing tired of these films in this type of genre, he said, no, I don't think they're getting weary. I think if we keep raising the bar in terms of telling stories that bring them back and excite them, that make it feel new, then they won't grow tired. And that's what we do for a living. And I was like, way to go, Bobby. I love it, dude. I fucking love that because it's so true, dude. There's so many Marvel characters, and honestly, like you could argue like, who the fuck is Bob Iger to say he doesn't make films? But he gets the checks from people going to see the movie, so I think he has a little bit of insight.
You said it the best before when we were talking about DC, when you said whoever thought we'd see the Atom as a recurring television character. Like,
Right.
DC, I mean, Marvel's literally the same exact way. Like, who thought I'd see Agent 13 in a live-action Captain America Winter Soldier and be like, Agent 13's the fucking shit? Like, that wouldn't happen in this lifetime. But it is, and it's gonna keep happening, and that's fucking awesome for us.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Be excited. All we need is Gwenpool.
Yeah.
In a movie, and then that'll be it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised honestly if it happened, dude. I don't look at it as like, oh, people are gonna get tired of this. You know, there's so many of them. Like I know a lot of people take that stance on it because like there is a ton of them, but I think I looked at it more as like this is a new genre of movie, and like genres don't just go away. Like there's drama, comedy, action. You know, then there was westerns, and now superhero films, among all the other genres. So that's the way I look at it personally.
We're doing an hour a show every week just on superheroes.
Yeah, and
like,
we never run short. I have to cut stories.
Yeah.
Like I don't. I'm never short of things to say about it. There's always news.
Yeah.
Speaking of news, the new Spider-Man film will be getting the IMAX 3D treatment. No surprise there.
Fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm really excited. I don't know if the Amazing Spider-Man was in 3D.
I'm not sure.
I'm not positive.
It was. I don't know if it was in IMAX. It was in 3D.
Okay.
I remember because there was a whole bunch of hullabaloo about that scene at the end, at the very, very end, when he's swinging through like right before the credits, and then he sprays the web at the camera and it like comes like out at you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
And
that was like shot
they
for
did that
3D.
for the Blu-ray when it released on Blu-ray, and they were like, "Get it on 3D," and like the fucking web shot there.
It's funny because
that's really cool.
when I watched that
3D really well.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, 100%. It's funny because when I watch that, I don't ever see it on 3D. I don't have a 3D TV, so I'm just watching it. And it looks so stupid because it's just like the web is just like. Bleh. I'm like, all right, I guess
just like
that's
the
cool.
lonely like line cloth that he shoots. Like that.
Do you have a 3D television?
I think my television in my not in my room personally. I have a regular HDTV, but in my living room it has 3D capabilities. We just never fucking use it.
Yeah, I don't know. Andrews is 3D as well, and he said he uses it once in a while, but I've never seen that man use that 3D.
He has like 4 pairs of glasses, and they literally had dust on them last time I was at his house.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering about how that's all going to go down for the whole 3D shtick, but it's cool. I would like to see it in IMAX without 3D if that's offered, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes when you go on Crappy Movie Tuesday, 3D is only $1 more. So like if I'm seeing it on Crappy Movie Tuesday, which I most likely will, I don't mind
the price. I mind the 3D. I don't want to watch it in 3D. I don't like the way it looks.
Oh, that's it.
You know what I mean? Like I don't care about the money.
That gets like a headache from it.
I don't get a headache. No, Jen gets a headache. I don't get a headache. I just don't like the way it looks. I just don't care. It doesn't add anything to the experience for me, except it takes away because I'm constantly thinking about these fucking glasses on my face, and like, you know, it's not the same as like wearing my regular glasses because like it puts a filter over everything. Even though like it makes it 3D, but like there's like a weird
film.
Yeah, there's like a weird, and I'm like, this is distracting. It's not helping anything. I hate that.
If I could see any movie in 3D currently, I think I would go check out Star Wars in 3D. I feel like that would be really good in 3D.
Yeah, I would check it out.
I would check it out.
I've sworn off. I can't remember the last one I saw. I think it was Hotel Transylvania because we had free passes.
TBT.
Yeah.
Mine was actually an animated film too. Mine was The Good Dinosaur in 3D, which that was beautiful in 3D.
That's cool. I still haven't seen that.
It's an okay film. Not
that's what I've heard.
But it was solid.
I'll rent it. That's a good rental.
I didn't cry, and you know me. I cry over fucking everything.
Is that the way you measure?
Yeah.
The quality is if you cry.
Well, no, the quality of Pixar films, because they rip out your heart in Pixar movies. But like, they ripped out my heart in the Pixar film. But I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna put that back in. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like fucking Inside Out. I was like, no, joy.
I don't ever cry at these films. I really don't. I don't even feel compelled to.
Never cried in a Pixar film. Toy Story 3, go fuck yourself.
No, nothing sad happened. They lived.
When they're on the fucking the trash heap,
and
they're going into the lava, and Buzz and Woody look at each other like, "Thanks for being my buddy always." And then Andy's packing them all away and going to college in the beginning.
No,
that hit me so hard.
Did you really think for a second that they were ever gonna kill those characters
Dean,
in front of a theater full of children?
Obviously, they're not killing the characters. Every Pixar movie ends with a big fucking red bow on the top. That's like, motherfuckers, we're Disney.
Well, that's exactly what keeps me from crying, because I know that that's going to end that way.
In the moment.
It's hard to, because they're playing it safe anymore. Honestly, that's why I would probably argue that The Good Dinosaur was of the quality it was. And honestly, personally, I think fucking Inside Out wasn't like whoa either. Everyone fucking blows that film. It was good.
I loved Inside Out.
It was good.
My favorite is still Up. Out of all the Pixar films I've seen,
Up's a good one.
Up is my favorite. I think that's mature.
They don't make me. No, they don't ever get me. I come closer to crying in the hand-drawn animated films than I do any of these.
Well, you make me sick to my stomach, and you have no heart.
Yeah, that's all very true.
This is why we're power up together. I have the heart, Dean has the brains.
Number 4. James Gunn offered up a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 update saying the table read for the script was the greatest he's ever seen. Awesome. Only one line in the script was changed after the table read. I need to know, after all this comes out and it's all said and done, what the line was that was changed and why.
It'll be an extra on the podcast.
I really hope so, because it's very, very rare that only one line gets changed in rewrites. So, like, I would love to know what it is and why it happened.
I love the fact that, like, just the whole production of this movie, James Gunn has gone back and forth with all the fans, like, I'm not giving you guys shit anymore. You guys are unappreciative and I hate you all. And then the next week he's like, so guys, update on Volume 2. I'm like, you're crazy.
Because it must be shitty because he wants to be excited and like give everyone little tidbits, but like there's probably constantly people trying to spoil his shit around every corner.
I don't blame him at all. I'm totally back.
Oh no, yeah.
And James Gunn, you know who James Gunn, like he's just fucking crazy regardless. Like he used to show up to G4's Attack of the Show and just like rant about how much he loves superheroes. Now he's directing Guardians of the Galaxy. Like what?
Do you know the guy in Guardians of the Galaxy? I guess we would refer to it as Volume 1 at this point, who is part of, like, the...
He's like a tall tree. I think his name is Groot.
No, what do they call them? What do they call the whole group that Yondu leads? The Scavengers?
Oh, no. The, fuck. It's not the Scavengers. It's,
I can't think of it.
How do you spell Yondu? That's a real fucking question.
Yondu, I think, isn't just Yondu.
I put it in. Oh, it didn't correct it, so we'll say that. Yondu's.
The Ravagers.
The Ravagers, yeah.
I was close. You acted like I was so far away.
No, but
Scavengers,
no,
Ravagers. That's pretty close.
No, like you were so off. I was like, no, because I just read something about it. On that answer.
Well, anyway, one of the guys who plays one of the Ravagers, who's like, Captain's got to teach stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. That is James Gunn's brother.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Also, did the mocap for Rocket Raccoon.
What?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
James Gunn is very much like Adam Sandler when he films. He's very much like a family friend guy.
Totally.
Like, he gives back to the people that he cares about.
100%. And then finally, he said, I'm sorry, he had 2 more pieces of news from him. The post-credit sequence has been written, which is very exciting.
I'm
assuming because Marvel wrote it and was like, this is what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's easily Marvel handles all the post-credit stuff.
I think mostly, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the one that me and you keep speculating. Hopefully they meet up with the fucking Avengers finally. They need to fucking merge those worlds. Like,
it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. Where does this come out?
That's the post-credit scene.
In the timeline, what does this come out?
This comes out. Oh, like in between. This is after Doctor Strange.
And is it the last thing we see before Infinity War?
I think it might be after part 1 of Infinity Wars.
Oh no, Civil War. Oh shit! Wait, no, this is Civil War, and then we don't see anything from.
We don't see Guardians of the Galaxy until after Doctor Strange. And
So
Doctor Strange is the last one this year.
Civil War is May 2016.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is November 2016.
Yeah, so we don't see anything until after Doctor Strange. So
And then
I'm
the next
thinking
thing we
it's gonna
see
be
from
next year.
them is Guardians in May of 2017.
Oh, so it's before Infinity Wars.
It's before it. But
Ooh, so that's some possibility.
between then
Uh-oh.
is Thor Ragnarok in
Oh, and that's gonna
July of
fuck the whole
2017.
MCU up that movie apparently. That's what everyone keeps saying.
Yeah, and then Black Panther, and then
Ooh,
Infinity War. So they could still meet them though at the end of that, because that's the last time we'll see them until Infinity War, unless they're in
Infinity Wars. Like you can't have this whole fucking universe built.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. I think they're definitely going to be in Infinity
Yeah.
Wars, but I'm saying if we don't see them meet the Avengers in at the end of that end credit sequence, then I think maybe
at the end of Black Panther they'll be like, "Who are you guys? We're the Avengers."
Or
you guys, we're the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Or Black Panther comes out, right? They do their thing. Avengers Infinity War Part 1 comes out, everybody gets real fucked up. Captain Marvel comes out, end credit sequence of Captain Marvel is Captain Marvel hooking up with the Guardians, who then go hook up with the Avengers, who are like, hey, we just got real fucked up.
Yeah.
We need everybody. And then Infinity War Part 2.
I like everything you said. My favorite part about
Sticking
Power
with
Up,
it.
ladies and gentlemen, is when Dean theorizes on everything, because then he connects all the loose threads I have in my brain into one giant web, because he's the secret Spider-Man.
98% of the time, I'm sitting here looking at my computer, and Jen's like, what are you even reading? And I'm like, I'm thinking.
I'm thinking.
So that's exciting. And he also said we can expect a full cast reveal really soon.
Thank God that needs to happen.
I'm very, very excited for everything.
Who's the dad? They just announced that, right? Or did
They haven't confirmed it, but they're saying,
Mr. Crow's rumored, right?
what the hell is his name? Not Russell Crowe.
Oh, I thought he was the last one.
Shit. I can't
I
think of his name.
love shit.
I can't think of his name.
Guys, this is Power Up exclusive. Breaking news. Shit will be playing that.
Now I gotta look it up.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
It's not Kurt.
Meanwhile, in other news, Dean said, scavengers. I'm like, no! That's never been even close to the word. It was scavengers.
I can't think of it. Sorry for that hiccup in everybody's ears.
Are you okay?
I'm dying.
He's like, like Kara.
Why the fuck can't I find it, dude?
That's literally how Kara sounds. She like her breath gets like shaky. She like hiccups and she gets like nervous.
It's not fucking who I think it is.
I thought it was Russell Crowe, but I guess I was wrong.
It's not Russell Crowe. No.
You're like, fuck you, Greg. I'm like, I've tried. The Ravagers?
Not the Ravagers. Do me a favor. Will you look up?
Yeah, as we go on. Yeah.
Go on Superhero Hype and look Guardians of the Galaxy news, because there hasn't been a lot, so it's got to be in that list somewhere.
I'm on it.
Moving on to number 5, while Greg looks that up. Trajectory, another speedster, as we mentioned earlier, has been cast for the Flash in the form of Allison Page, who stars on the current run of Days of Our Lives. Never saw the show, don't know who she is, but that's cool.
Like, how does that work?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't.
As the sun from the hourglass turns, these are the days of our lives. And then she got cast as a fucking speedster. Like,
Yeah.
good for her. I mean, I hope she's excited about it.
It's
I have no
cool.
idea who
She
is.
seems like a me neither. She just seems like a
It's gonna be cool to have a female speedster.
Kurt
I think
Russell.
That's exciting.
just
Yep,
remembered.
I just read it. Yep.
Kurt Russell. Rumored though, not confirmed.
Yeah, he's not confirmed either.
So that's who we're working with as of now. But that's cool. She's cast, more speedsters, more Flash, all the time. Love it.
I'm just happy that Karen Gillian is in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 because she's one of my favorite actresses ever. So.
I don't know her from anything else, but I will say I did not really like her that much as Nebula in Guardians.
Oh, but you didn't watch Doctor Who. So you
I did not. Just her. I don't know nothing against her acting skills. I just don't like the way they wrote the
Or
character.
did you see the horror movie Oculus with
No,
her? That was
I
a
did not.
great horror film.
Not a horror
She's
movie.
amazing
Yeah.
in that too. What happened?
Not a horror movie. Yeah.
Oh, right, you get scared.
I do. I get scared, and I also just find them like I don't know. I can't get my
That's
mind
the one
right in
manly
there.
thing I have off you.
The horror movies.
Is the horror movies. I fucking
Yeah.
love horror movies.
I don't like them. Even
I-
you know what? I can sit through them without like, I'm not like
You cry for a horror
I won't like run away from the room if they're on. Like I'll watch one if people want to watch one, but like I just don't enjoy them. I don't get that. I don't get that adrenaline from it like everybody
Dean's
gets.
like, yo, Jen, what are you watching? She's like, Nightmare on Elm Street. Dean runs out of the house.
She doesn't like them even more than me. I try to watch some older ones. Like I like some of the classics,
This makes a lot more sense.
but she's not into them really. Yeah. Oh, and in case you couldn't tell, we moved into DC news, by the way. Number 6. The DC animated film Justice League vs. Teen Titans has been given a release dates of March 29th on digital and April 12th on Blu-ray and DVD because they're doing that shit that we hate, Greg. Putting that shit on Blu-ray after the digital. Why? Why? Put it out at the same time. Oof. It makes me so mad.
I'm so excited for this movie. Not a woo to the bad news. I hate that shit.
Yeah,
but
it's annoying.
This movie, this is everything I need in my life.
I will tell you this. Oh, well, I'll let you go.
love
You go
the
ahead.
Teen Titans.
Okay.
I love them, Dean. The Teen Titans
Mm-hmm.
are my favorite superhero group.
Okay.
I love them. Raven's in this. You got Trigon coming back. He's possessing the Justice League.
Yeah.
You got Robin is going to be on the Justice League with Nightwing leading them, so that's going to be a weird dynamic. You got Cyborg, who's the only member of the Justice League that doesn't get possessed, so he joins back on the Titan side of things. He gets a little bit of a downgrade, but I feel like yellow. And Starfire, stop.
Mm.
I think we even get Beast Boy.
I believe I saw him in the trailer. Yeah. So that was the second piece of news. It was also released alongside a new trailer that you can go check out online right now.
So happy. Go watch
Well, not
it.
right now. After this,
Awesome. It's so awesome.
watch every video we've ever made and then go watch the trailer.
While subscribing.
Yeah, do that too. Yeah, I don't really like the Teen Titans that much personally.
You make me sick.
I'm sorry. I know I have to do this to you, but it's just so I'm not crazy about them. When I heard that there was going to be a Justice League vs. Teen Titans movie, I was like, that could be really fucking cool. And now I'm kind of bummed because I don't like that the Justice League is being like possessed by this alien creature.
No. Trigon is one of the best villains in the DC universe.
Okay.
Trigon is not a alien creature.
I'll take it easy. I don't know him.
I'm doing this like you had to tell me about MODOK last week. God rest MODOK. So that
Yeah, but I was nice about it. I just told you about
no,
it.
I'm gonna be nice. Sorry, Trigon's one of my favorite villains just because Raven's one of my favorite people. Trigon is Raven's dad. and
Yeah, I did know
Trigon,
that.
She has like all of her telekinetic abilities. She is actually a witch, and all of her powers all come from the demon like book of spells. And
Yeah.
Trigon is her father, who is the like reigning demon in the demonic world.
Mhm.
So he's like fucking Satan of DC.
Yeah.
He's fucking terrifying. He's like menacing. He killed some of the Teen Titans. Like
He's
he's fucking crazy. And now this is really cool to see his like format with the Justice League. He's in the only time I ever played DC Universe Online, I played the Trigon missions where you go with Raven to go
Yeah.
take him down. Fucking awesome sequence of that.
Yeah, I do recall those, and he's actually in he's like a part of Raven's finishing move in Injustice: Gods Among Us, the video
Oh,
game.
for real? Yeah, because that's the best appeal of Raven. Like, she tries to get off of her powers, and she's in like a purple hood, like that's Raven's signature, but all of her powers are like demon powers. So
Yeah.
Raven in the Teen Titans old show on Cartoon Network, at one point she like releases the book of spells, and she's like, I can't have these powers anymore. She starts to try to practice light magic. She puts on like a white cloak, and she's nowhere near as powerful. So she has to be like bad to be good. It's like such a cool storyline. I love it.
Well, okay, so the demon. I don't like that they're all getting possessed. You're fine. I don't like that they're all getting possessed by the devil then. Yeah. Whatever they're getting possessed by, I don't like that that's the reason that they're fighting. I feel like that's a cop-out. Like, oh, well, they're being forced to fight because, like, when I heard Justice League versus Teen Titans, I was like, oh, shit, something's going down, and they are going to fight.
Let me give you this. This is what I think the film's going to be. They're all going to get possessed. The only reason why Teen Titans are going to find out is because Cyborg is now a member of the Justice League. He's going to be like, yo, guys, I need your help. I escaped from the Watchtower. Shit got fucked up. Trigon's here. Raven's going to be like, Dad, what? Then they're going to free the Justice League about 40 minutes into the movie. And then the last half an hour, 40 minutes, is going to be Justice League and Teen Titans versus Trigon.
Yeah, but that's the problem. That's my problem.
Oh, you don't want that?
The movie's not called Justice League and the Teen Titans. That shit's called Justice League versus the Teen Titans. That's a cop-out. I don't like it.
Yeah, but that's like Batman vs. Robin.
That's like the shit they're doing with Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. They're pitching it as a Batman vs Superman movie, but now they've showed the Justice League coming in at the end. Well, you're like, well, it's fucking Justice League Part 1. You guys lied to us.
The verses in the title, it's like more of an appealing selling point. Like, so many people are gonna buy this thinking exactly what you did.
That's the bullshit part. That's why I don't fucking like.
I know, but I'm just happy that the Teen Titans, people are gonna see who they are, and I'm very excited about that. I fucking love the Teen Titans. I
want to watch it. I watched them all, but I'm just saying
we have to watch.
It's not what I was pitched. You know what I mean? Yeah. Also, don't you think they maybe should have just did a Teen Titans?
Yeah,
like,
kind of makes me sick.
Introduce like a Teen Titans, like how they did Justice League War with this current New 52 run of animated films. Like, just give them their own movie, dude. Let them shine for a minute, and then do whatever you're gonna do.
I couldn't agree with any statement you've ever said more. I'm starting to get sad about it. Because
they really should have. That was a big miss.
The worst treatment ever that I've seen of the Teen Titans is the new fucking Cartoon Network show. It's called Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
Which we're about to. This is a good segue for this new thing that just happened. So read the next segment before I go on my rant.
Well, I did want to add.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Bad Blood, Batman, Bad Blood.
Oh, that's really soon.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got the email this morning. Shipped.
Yeah.
Oh,
if you guys are watching this on Saturday, then it's out.
Then I've seen it. Yeah, and we'll likely be talking about it. Very, very excited to watch that.
Baby, now we got Bad Blood.
My buddy Kevin watched it on the site I told you all about, Kiss Cartoon. It's already up on there. You can watch it right now if you want.
That's how I'm watching it my first time. But then me and you are gonna watch it when I come to the.
It's there right now. You can watch it now. So
I'll do that after this.
I'm gonna wait because I bought the Blu-ray. I'm gonna watch the Blu-ray. Yeah. But yeah, it's on kisscartoon. I think it's .me, kisscartoon.me. If you guys want to go there and you can check it out right now. I would suggest purchasing the movie if you do watch it there as well. Watch it there once
with the
and then buy it.
Figure and then the other one with the Robin figure.
Yeah, because it's not cool to just steal people's shit. So,
no,
so that's cool. I'm excited about that. Moving on to number 7, in more DC animation news, Warner Brothers Animation announced a new Justice League cartoon series called Justice League Action that will be coming to Cartoon Network. The premiere is unknown, and it's said to be a quarter-hour series, which that seems very short.
Yeah,
it's gonna be 15-minute episodes or like what the fuck?
15 minutes. Yeah, that's how like the Young Justice is. Actually, no, Young Justice is like 22, so it's even shorter than Young Justice. Yeah, it makes me sick.
The series will feature the talents of Kevin Conroy as Batman and Mark Hamill as the Joker. That's significant.
It's the only appeal to me of the show. The animation, I'm not a fan of.
We'll take a look at that actually right now.
It's the animation from Teen Titans Go.
I hate it.
Way too campy. Batman doesn't look menacing at all.
Looks like he's smiling.
Wonder Woman, literally. What the
fuck is Batman smiling?
Wonder Woman looks heinous. I fucking hate Wonder Woman's design. And Superman looks okay.
Superman looks like a dad. He looks like a dad on like Fairly Odd Parents.
Like literally.
Why?
The whole thing just makes me sick. Like, give me my old school Justice League cartoon and my old school Teen Titans cartoons from Cartoon Network. They were mature. They were gritty. The animation was fucking on point. Like, I just can't. It makes me sick.
Well, the good Justice League is on Netflix for anyone who doesn't want to watch this garbage.
And Justice League Unlimited, the continuation of that series, which is still that doesn't get enough credit. Justice League.
Oh yeah, that's great. I have the DVD set of that. It's a good show.
Unlimited is awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel wasn't there they rumored to be a Killing Joke animated movie being
That's
made
coming.
with
You can pre-order it on Amazon currently.
with Kevin Conroy, right? And Mark Hamill.
Yep, they're both in that.
That's fucking amazing.
They're expanding the story of that because obviously the issue isn't enough to make a fucking hour and 20-minute movie. But you can go and pre-order The Killing Joke on Amazon right now.
Well, that's what I'm gonna be holding out for my Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill. I don't have any interest in this. I don't like the way it looks at all.
I'm gonna check it out, episode 1.
Yeah.
Just because it is Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, so like I don't think they do a project that they weren't fans of themselves.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah.
I checked out Teen Titans Go. I'm not hating it just because I looked at everything. It was like I will never like Teen Titans Go is so campy. It's so dumb. Like it's made for kids. I just don't want this to be the case, especially if Kevin and Mark are working on it. Like they're all stars.
Yeah, and it's worth saying that the demographic for this what did release, and it's like from ages like 6 to 11. So they're not targeting us, obviously. But
it just makes me sick.
Even so, like, I don't know, like the older animated series aren't targeted towards us, and I love those too. So,
see, like that's where I feel like it's misconstrued. Like the animation of it, I feel like was targeted towards kids, but like the Teen Titans series on Cartoon Network, the old school one, that was totally adult. Like that was graphic. Like people were dying. Like Raven dealt with like a whole bunch of shit with her dad, like abusing her, and it was crazy.
Dude, the old Batman the animated series from the 90s is like super adult.
Yeah, 100%.
So I don't know, maybe they're
to Harley Quinn too. That's
kids are getting too soft these days,
that's
Greg.
What I need animated series that are gonna give us fucking Harley Quinns. Like
yeah, well that was an anomaly. That doesn't happen every day. That when a character like that takes off so well, that was written just for the cartoon. Like that was
Mr. J.
And our final story of the day, which I'm really, really fucking excited about.
This is like terrifyingly beautiful.
Stephen Amell will guest star on DC's Legends of Tomorrow, and he will show up as Old Man Oliver Queen. Yeah, awesome. The Green Arrow will be sporting his classic goatee and one-armed look that we've seen him as. What is that that's not Justice League Unlimited. That's like, in the Dark Knight Returns.
Yep.
He was looking like that.
Yep.
That's fucking awesome. I'm really excited about that.
I'm excited to see. They're awesome with CG. And,
yeah.
CG has gotten so much better on those shows. So that's probably gonna look fucking incredible.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how he plays him, like Stephen Amell, how he plays him as old.
I'm just happy to see another because Old Man Oliver Queen is fucking so dark.
He's super dark. Yeah, he's real so long hair
and
like
Stephen Amell that we have currently is like with Felicity. He's like, I love you, baby girl. So like, I'm happy to see dark Stephen Amell come back.
Yeah, it's cool.
Be exciting.
It is cool. Well, the traditional Green Arrow is very like he's always in love with Black Canary and very quippy and like. Yeah. So this is interesting.
That's why I liked Arrow so much. Is like it was a gritty take on a campy character. Like I like my campiness. Don't get me wrong, but like I feel like with the Flash being the better of the campy characters, like I like when Stephen Amell like as the Arrow is like killing people and torturing people. Like I like the dark parts of him.
So well. Sit tight because it seems like that's coming. Outside of this, sounds like they're heading back that way on the show.
Yeah.
But we'll also be introduced to the Emerald Archer's son, Connor Hawke.
That's what I'm fucking excited about.
That's
I cannot
fucking cool.
Wait for that. But oh my god, dude! Legends of Tomorrow just keeps making me more amped. Like I'm so excited that this show is a thing. It's like, can I tell you why? First of all, Arthur Duvall plays Rip Hunter. He's from Doctor Who. It's like he became a fucking doctor himself. It's a show where they can take any setting, any time period, and put superheroes in it. How do you not love that?
Yeah. It's
That's
amazing.
The best tagline ever for a fucking show.
I know. I'm with you.
Superheroes, anytime, anywhere. Done.
It's cool, and then you get to see stuff like this, different takes on these characters that we already know. It's awesome.
I'm in love. I love it.
It's very, very cool. That's all the news we have for you today. And
that was the news. That was the news.
That was the news. Yeah. And we'll move on now to our final segment of the week. Unless, do we have questions this week?
Yeah, we have 2 actually.
Cool. Then our second to the last segment of the week. Our topic of the week this week.
Topic of the week presented to you by Dino.
Yeah, he took the words right out of my mouth. Today we're going to be doing a little Lego Avengers review for our topic of the week because it did come out last two Tuesdays ago if you're watching this on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah,
so Dean played the game. I have not played the game, but I have a bunch of questions for you. I've been reading reviews on the game.
Reviews have been
like your general idea.
Reviews have been really harsh. I want to point out first of all, a lot of people are knocking it for the audio. They took the audio from the films this time, which is not typically how they do these Lego games. They usually have original writing and then they hire voice actors. Which now that's one thing I'll say is I was really impressed with Lego Marvel Superheroes, which is this game's predecessor.
Yeah, a lot of people love that game. That was getting like 9s.
That game's fantastic. They went above and beyond, and they did in this game as well. Don't get me wrong. They went above and beyond in that, just because like they had everyone from the animated Marvel series like reprising their voice acting roles and recording all new dialogue and this and that. This game's getting knocked for taking dialogue from the movies, and it sounds a little off. I love it, dude. I fucking love it. I am amazed with every mission I play that they're able to recreate these scene for scene battles from the Avengers films in this game. I just finished. The way it works is like, so it opens up with the big sprawling team battle from Age of Ultron. That's how the game begins. And just right then, like, they had me in the palm of their hand. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking cool. And they have you infiltrating Von Strucker's base. Iron Man, you go from Iron Man flying around the base, like taking out all these like air carriers, like trying to shoot at Cap, who's on the ground, trying to infiltrate the building through like the snow. Everything looks fucking beautiful.
Sounds incredible.
It's amazing, dude. Yeah. It looks so beautiful. The snow and
the exception of it being Lego, but I just hate Lego.
Oh, dude, it's so good. It's so good. And then you swap in and out from Iron Man taking out all these, like, providing cover fire for Cap. You swap into Cap taking out all these soldiers and stuff, and like.
So it goes through everything in the MCU so far, as far as the Avengers go, and then the Civil War DLC is coming, and then the Ant-Man stuff is coming.
Well, there's Civil War. It launched with a Civil War character pack.
Oh, okay.
Which I have already, but there's no story because, for obvious reasons, I guess they don't want to spoil things. You know?
Okay, yeah, obviously, yeah, that would make sense. But so it goes through everything. I'm curious, if it starts off with Ultron, does it do it like in flashback mode then to the original Avengers film? Like, how does that work?
Yes, that's exactly what they do, and that's what that's another thing the reviews are knocking for, saying the story's incomprehensible, it's incoherent, but like, it's not. If you watch the movies, like this game is it's really for fans of Marvel. Yeah. That's it. It's fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because if you've watched the movies, you understand what's happening and when, and they work it into the game to where it's clever, I thought. And like, I didn't understand that because I went and read the reviews after you talked a little bit about them. They said like the stories, first of all,
incoherent plot is like what I've been reading.
Yeah,
everything about the game.
First of all, I want to point out incoherent plot in a Lego game is like, nobody gives a shit about the plot in Lego games. Honestly, nobody does. Nobody cares. And I understood it just fine. Like,
the Lego games to me are just retellings of the stories that you know. You know what I mean? Like, that's what doesn't make sense to me. It's like, this isn't like an original IP, Lego the Avengers, where they're telling their own Avengers story. Right. Like, you've seen the movie, I would imagine.
And it makes perfect sense, dude. Like, okay, you tell me if this makes sense. It opens with the Age of Ultron fight scene. Okay. And rather than going forward through Age of Ultron, it goes all the way up until... it goes all the way up until you get the scepter from when Iron Man grabs the scepter in Age of Ultron.
Oh, okay.
So he grabs the scepter, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are behind them, and that's the end of that mission. Yeah. And then you go into the city, and then it has, like, it flashes back, and you're in Cap's gym. Like, you're in the fight scene, or not the fight scene, I'm sorry. You're in the scene from Avengers now, in Cap's gym where he's working out. And he's having the flashbacks from World War II.
Yeah.
Okay? So then he's flashing back to World War II, and then it puts you in that mission where you lose Bucky on the train scene.
On the train, that's
so cool. You go through all that. You do the whole train scene from Captain America, which is cool because this was only pitched as being Phase 2 Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
But now they're going into
America,
now they're going into Phase 1, which I thought was great.
Yeah.
So you go through that whole mission, and then he flashes forward. He comes back to real time when you're back in the gym, and then Avengers 1 starts. And then you play through Avengers 1 in sequence.
Oh, that's just normal?
Yep. That's how it happens. That's what everyone's saying is incoherent.
That doesn't make any sense. And then after Avengers 1, you just go straight back to Avengers.
Avengers 1 ends, and then credits actually roll at the end of Avengers 1. Okay. And they recreate the end credit sequences in Lego, by the way.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I want to say you go, the end credits happens, you're back on the helicarrier.
Okay.
And then you you go into then it flashes back forward to the end of the Von Strucker base, and then it picks up with Age of Ultron.
Oh, okay. And then it's just everything else.
And then so far, that's where I'm at. I only played the first 2 missions of the Ultron story. I played up until the party scene where Ultron crashes the party.
Oh, I love that scene.
Yeah.
Do they recreate that with like the hammer?
They recreate everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they recreate everything. You play through it all. So like, as far as story being incoherent, it's fine. I get it. It's fine. It's just not like, beat for beat the way the movies played out. They jump around a little bit to work in all the other films into Lego games. I don't know. It's fine with me.
We're going to list the negatives first here so we can end this review with a positive note. So I'm just going to throw out some more questions for you.
Sure.
Another negative I see a lot is very limited dialogue. But you were just saying that they took from the movies themselves. So, like, how does the dialogue play? Are they talking in this one? Because I know some Lego games, they all have voices. Other games, they don't. How does that work?
Yeah, pretty much since Lego Batman 2, they've had voices.
Okay.
Now, sometimes they have original voice actors that read the dialogue, and then sometimes they just pull from the movies, like Lego The Hobbit. They just pulled dialogue from the movies and overdubbed it. There's some of that. Now, this is where it's a little weird. I agree with some of the reviews because they pulled most of the dialogue from the movies. I don't know why. For some reason, they couldn't get maybe the rights to some actors, like Gwyneth Paltrow's Gwyneth Paltrow's Pepper is not in this. It's a different voice actress who does Pepper.
Okay.
So that sounds like very new and cleaned up because it was recorded via work. Whereas the Avengers like voice audio was just like pulled from it and they had to isolate the audio.
Yeah.
So that sounds weird because it's like professionally recorded voiceover work and then there's like dubbed audio from the movies. That's a little weird. But I mean, what were they going to do? They couldn't get the voice actor's permission to use the audio, which is stupid. I don't know if that's Gwyneth Paltrow, but whatever the reason is, that's dumb.
That seems odd. Is she one of the only ones?
One of the only ones I've noticed so far.
That's crazy.
And then some stuff they overdub. Agent Coulson, Clark Gregg is the actor's name. He recorded all original stuff for the whole game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what is he doing besides the terrible Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. though?
Yeah, true enough. I'm wondering when they're going to bring him back to the MCU, or if they ever will.
He was an awesome character. I loved him.
Yeah, he was cool.
And the actor is so cool too.
But yeah, it's dude. I think it's cool because you get to see and it plays well. They edited it together very, very well. Like you can see the same scenes and like the Lego faces are like making those same like
the dumb
the same like
caricatures.
Yeah, like it's really cool. And then sometimes they'll like flip it on its switch where like something different's happening in the Lego game that was happening versus what was happening in the movie when that audio was happening.
Okay. Like
the scene where Iron Man saves Cap when the helicarrier is going down, and there's the guy shooting at Cap after they fix the helicarrier.
Okay, yeah.
And then Iron Man flies in and knocks him out.
Yeah.
And he stands back up, and they're like, he's like not wearing pants. He's in his boxers in the Lego form. So like they take funny little liberties like that. But I really didn't have that big of a problem. I actually kind of like the original movie audio.
Okay, yeah. Another big. This is my last negative, I promise. Were that it wasn't very co-op friendly this time around, which was very odd to hear because I feel like there's so many characters. How would it not be? How do you run through missions in Lego games? I'm not familiar with them at all. So like usually it's 2 people per mission.
There's 2 Lego characters on screen at any given time. A lot of times there's
playable ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of times you're given a third or sometimes even a 4th option because this is Avengers, which is the first time they've really put that many that you're able to switch out from at the same time.
It sounds like there's more.
But I haven't played co-op with anyone. I usually play through these games by myself, so I can't really speak to how that works out.
Okay. But the gripe was that not every mission has co-op, which sucks. Like if you like that they pitched it as a co-op game because there were so many Avengers, and then not every mission you could go on with like 3 people or 4 people. Like it's limited on some. Which
that might be the case. I haven't noticed any where there wasn't 2 characters on screen at once yet, but I'm still pretty early on.
And then I do have one more negative actually, but I have a bunch of positive. It's coming.
You're good.
The other negative I keep hearing is that the characters themselves, they didn't really grab everybody that they could have, and that this is a bad gripe that I've read. But Lego Dimensions just came out. Obviously, you have every single character in the world.
Yeah.
A gripe I'm reading is that this is limited to just the Marvel characters, and the Avengers specifically. But that's what this game is. It's literally called Lego Marvel's The Avengers.
Exactly. I think everyone was expecting it to be Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, but that's really their fault because it was never pitched as that. It's been Lego Marvel's The Avengers the whole time.
So that's just an assumption. That great.
But I haven't. I don't know. I have unlocked 10 out of, I think there's like 200 characters.
Oh, okay.
There's a ton. There's a ton of little gray question marks all over my character select screen. So
Crazy.
I have a lot of work to do there, and I haven't been diving real deep. I've been playing it an hour here and there because of our trophy war that we've been doing. But there's a ton of characters. I don't know who they all are just yet, though.
Alrighty, now to the positives. That's all the negatives. Those are all my questions with the game too. But positive stuff, we have all the set pieces. It sounds like were recreated from every film.
Dude, it's amazing.
Including, you said, Phase 1 stuff. So, like, what are your highlights from the stuff you played so far?
It's amazing. First of all, the one highlight, of course, is the big fight scene at the end of Avengers.
The camera spin.
Yeah,
They do the camera spin.
They do the camera spin. It comes up to the Hulk. Where he's like, that's my secret captain, I'm always angry. And like, even in Lego form, it still gives you that like, oh my god,
it's like it's happening.
The difference in this is they put you in control of the Hulk as he's about to like take down the big like Chitauri dragon.
Yeah.
So like you get to actually grab the thing, and then you swap over to Iron Man, and he's like, hold on, and he blasts it with like the 3 missiles. And then they go into the cutscene of the whole big circle panoramic.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, it was fucking great. It was so well done.
And then what about Ultron? Have you had a favorite? You haven't really.
I've done the Von Strucker stuff, and then I've done the party scene, and I think that's where I left off. But in terms of just minute-to-minute gameplay, it's fucking amazing. They
do that first scene when they're going to Von Strucker's and they all jump through the woods?
Yeah. Yep.
That's awesome.
It's really cool. Yeah, it's so fucking cool. I'm telling you. The controls better than they've ever been before. The flight is like so fluid. You feel like Iron Man when you're flying around in that game, which is great because there hasn't been a good Iron Man game. And they've added these team up like combo moves now. So before, usually in Lego games,
that's a big plus I've been hearing.
Dude,
combos.
It's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
You run through the levels usually, and you have your character's abilities, and that's what you have. Your combat moves, and then like you can jump. Some of them can fly, run super fast, and this and that. But now they've introduced where if you have 2 characters that are, and they all have them, and they're always different. So like if you're playing as Hawkeye and Captain America, Hawkeye will grab like a handful of arrows and shoot them, and Cap will jump up and put his shield up, and the arrows will hit and spray at all the enemies, and it's just like everyone is like and takes them out. And then if you have like Thor and the Hulk, they'll do the thing where Thor will like grab a piece of like concrete and like stake it in the ground, and then the Hulk will come up and like smash it, or vice versa. The Hulk will like put the concrete, and then Thor will use his hammer.
So it's kind of similar to if anybody's ever played Batman Arkham Knight, those combo moves where you can kind of like switch with Batman and Robin in between and do like an awesome finisher.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what it's like. Awesome. It's really cool, dude. They do the Iron Man Cap one where he like sprays the shield with his lasers and everything.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
It's fucking great. It's really cool, and they're always different. So like if you do one as playing as Cap with Thor, you'll get one thing. If you switch and you're playing as Thor and then use it with Cap, you'll get a totally different one.
That's crazy.
It's a ton of variation. It's really cool.
That's actually really cool, especially for I feel like, and to me, the scope of the game is really big. A lot of people say that it's very tiny, but like
no, it's the biggest one they've ever done.
Yeah.
You can go into outer space and choose your different. There's Manhattan, so there's the big overworld where there's the open world. There's all these different missions, all the story missions, collectibles. It's huge. Same. It's a little bit bigger than the one in Marvel Superheroes, which was pretty massive.
That's insane.
Now you have the farmhouse, you have the helicarrier, you have Avengers Tower, and I think a 4th one. And these are all 4 separate open hub worlds that you can go and do side missions and things, plus the story missions.
That's insane.
There's a ton of content.
Yeah, so the content itself was another big thing I'm seeing. A lot of people are saying that they were surprised with some of the sequences of the game. You mentioned one before with going back to Phase 1 with Cap, the first Avenger, and the whole Bucky train sequence. What was that? I was going to ask, is that your favorite surprise so far that you found? Because everyone said that the game has some surprises like that they weren't expecting.
So far, I didn't expect to see any of that at all. I'm trying to think of it if I maybe missed anything. Oh, you know what? The scene, it wasn't a surprise. That would probably be my favorite surprise, but my favorite sequence that's played out so far is the sequence where Hulk first turns into the Hulk. Bruce becomes the Hulk and chases Black Widow through the helicarrier corridors
and ruins everything.
You're playing as Black Widow and you're running like the TV is the TV, and you're running towards the camera, and you see like
that's cool.
the massive Lego
That's
Hulk
awesome.
behind you, like just breaking everything and running at you, and it's
That's
like,
awesome.
dude, it was fucking great. I loved it so much.
That's really cool.
It's so cool. It's a shame. I don't know why it's people are so down on it. They were expecting something different, I guess, but it's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff that I'm seeing, it's reviewing like average to like goodish. IGN is the review that I read myself, and they gave that a 6.7 out of 10. So where do you fall down as far as like score goes? If we're doing out of 10 here.
It's hard to
10 being the
say
highest, obviously.
because of I'm very early. I haven't done any of the open world stuff at all.
Okay.
I haven't done any like the side missions, collectibles, nothing. I've only played through the first movie and then a little bit of Ultron.
Okay.
But where I'm at right now, I would at least give it an 8.5.
Okay, that's awesome.
And I've played at least 10 of the Lego games, so like I have a pretty good judge of what they should be.
You played almost all of them.
Yeah, I played Lego Batman 1, 2, 3.
You've even done like the Harry Potters and the Lord of the Rings.
I haven't done Harry Potter's. I haven't done Lord of the Rings. I've done I played Lego Batman 1, 2, and 3. I've done Lego Hobbit. I've done
the Hobbit. That's the one.
Marvel Superheroes. I've done Lego the movie game. I've seen the Harry Potter stuff played. They're actually on my list. I would like to check those out one of these days.
The Harry Potter ones were the ones that almost sold me.
Yeah.
But now they're like kind of old school Lego.
Yeah.
They're like the first ones, I think.
But I mean, I think that would be enough to give someone like a fair basis of like what to expect from this type of game. And
100%.
I love it, dude. I think it's great.
And any closing comments from you, sir? That sounds solid. Legos, like I said, aren't for me, everyone. Otherwise, I would totally be sold on this game. I want like a Avengers video game, like itself. That
Me
would be
too.
something I would play.
I think that's in the works somewhere.
Hopefully,
a lot of
Telltale
hints that have
Marvel
been
project.
dropped from all over the world put together are leading up to me believing that that's somewhere in the works.
Telltale,
Yeah, I mean,
looking at you.
overall, I know I want like a third person action, like proper Avengers, like action game.
Oh, that would be fucking sick.
Fuck yeah, dude!
Well, there was that canceled one that we had all that footage and stuff from. I know.
Don't bring up open wounds.
I know.
Yeah, closing thoughts would be keep an open mind. Try not to pay too much attention to the reviews. If you are a Lego game fan by any stretch and you really like Marvel stuff, play this. You're gonna love it. I promise. I'm not really sure. I'm usually pretty on par with what the reviews are saying about things. This one I feel like is way off base, and not just coming to you as like a huge superhero fan and a huge Marvel fan specifically. I would tell you if it was bad. I'll tell you right now, the Iron Man game sucked. The Captain America game was okay. I have no problem admitting when Marvel products fall short, but I'm not really sure why this one's getting so much shit, because it previewed in previews at E3 and stuff. People were like, this could be the best Lego game ever, and then it came out and everyone's like, it's not as good, and I'm like,
I think everyone's misconstrued when it comes to the Lego property itself, because we have things like Dimensions, and we got originally Marvel Superheroes, which was everything.
Right.
So I think this being more as a focused Lego game, focusing on just those main stories, still having all the elements of the Lego properties there with the hub worlds and collectibles and everything. I just think the focused genre, the focused title itself, maybe is kind of like disorienting for people. But yeah. There you guys go. That is Dino's review of Legos Marvel's The Avengers. We hope you guys enjoyed that one. And now we have 2 questions as well for you guys. Of course, you can email us all your feedback, comments, concerns, and questions to powerup@thelevelupnetwork.com, titled anything you want. This one is titled Question Round 6. It's from our good friend Mel, aka Strife Girl, in the comments. She says, Dear Power Up, if you could change something in anything in a comic book story, what would it be and why? She also wrote, P.S. I'll tell you guys who I picked for Trophy Wars next week, but that's already long and gone. We've had this question for a bit. So in a comic book story you have read, what is something you would change?
I would probably say, as much as it pains me, the rebirth of Captain America.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like his death had so much weight when it happened at the end of Civil War, especially because Civil War had just ended, and he turned himself over ultimately to make the sacrifice to stop all the madness, and then he was killed. I feel like they should have lived with that.
Yeah, especially because they put so much levity behind that whole statement.
And I love Captain America, and I'm so glad he's still around. But for that run of comics specifically, like, he can obviously come back in another run. Yeah, there's all these different, Ultimate Avengers this, Avengers that. Like, that's fine. But in that series, I think he should have remained dead.
Yeah. Especially because now, like you said, they have like Falcon as Cap. They've had Bucky as Cap. Like you can do Captain America any way you want. But I agree with that statement. That's definitely a good pick. For me personally, it's going to be the Teen Titans. It was right before the New 52 run. They had Nightwing and Starfire had a sex scene in the comic books. I get it. Everyone loves Nightwing and fucking Starfire being together. I'm not a fan of them as a couple, so that whole scene kind of made me sick. I really like, and they alluded to it a little bit in the Teen Titans show on Cartoon Network, that Robin and or Nightwing, depending on which iteration of the Teen Titans, hooks up with Raven. And they both come from very dark backgrounds where they've lost their parents, both of them. And I just think they're a lot more relatable as a couple. So if I could change anything, I would ship together Robin and Raven. And their couple name wouldn't have to change. It would be Raven or Robin.
Ravon.
Like
Ravion.
Rovon.
Robin.
Rovon.
Robin.
Rovon or Rabin. I don't like either. I like Rovon.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah, so that's my pick, but I like to ship characters, so YOLO. Hopefully we'll see that one iteration of the Teen Titans one day. Our second question comes titled, in quotes, "Hey guys, fuck you," because that's what I always say at the end of the segment, so you can title them whatever. It's from our good friend GFN2112, aka Rick. He says, "What is one thing in general about comic book movies that annoys you?" He writes, "For me personally, it would be when they alter the role of a character. My personal example is Scott Summers, aka Cyclops in the X-Men movies. He's supposed to be the leader of the team, yet took a back seat due to a lackluster casting and Wolverine's popularity, aka Hugh Jackman. Hopefully the Justice League movie doesn't fall into that same trope." I will agree with that statement, Rick. That is very, very true. Cyclops and Wolverine usually don't compete for the lead of the team. And you're 100% right. Fucking Cyclops. Well, they do, I mean, in the comic books and in the films. Just the terrible, terrible casting. Nobody likes Cyclops in any of the movies.
Yeah, he's a wet blanket.
It sucks. But yeah, so how about for you? What is one thing about a comic book movie that annoys you? Generally, we're talking, not, or if you have a specific instance.
I'm always a little bit annoyed by. It seems to be in origins stories, but now it also seems to be leaking over to the ensembles movies. Kind of opposite of your shipping characters. I find it very annoying that they always feel the need to work in a love story.
Yeah.
No matter what, there's always got to be a damsel, or there's always got to be a boyfriend, and there's always got to be the big kiss. Like, let rom-coms have that, or dramas, or whatever you want to do. Like, that's fine if this happens, like Spider-Man and like Mary Jane. Like, I feel like that's essential.
Yeah.
But like, every single one does not need to have that. You know what I mean? And especially, I really hoped with Wonder Woman they would just let her be a strong, independent woman. But now she's got
in there, yeah.
like Chris Pine, like the stud actor playing her boyfriend. Like, you don't need it. You don't need it.
You actually took mine from me.
That was yours, too?
Dean and I are gonna agree, everybody. And
Nice.
It's so funny that you say that, because as much as I love to ship characters, I feel like it's such an attachment on comic book movies, like you said, to like play up the trope of all these fucking instances. I say all the time in the Batman vs Superman movie, I would love to see Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot have a love scene, but that's you literally took the words from my mouth. Casting Chris Pines as Steve Trevor in the Wonder Woman origin film, I get it takes place before Batman vs Superman, so maybe that'll switch. But like, Bruce and Diana to me is such an awesome couple. They alluded to them in the Justice League. They've been together in the comic books. I love them as a couple, and Bruce doesn't necessarily have like a Lois Lane like Superman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool to see him hook up with a supernatural being when he's not that. So that dynamic is always fun. A lot of people say Superman and Wonder Woman should be together, but he's got Lois. Like, that's a totally different story. And with the exception of Catwoman for Batman, he doesn't really have like that main girl that everybody goes to. Like, his ultimate villain, Joker, has a female love interest more so than Batman does, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
So I completely agree with you. I think adding on the character love story, my biggest gripe with Avengers Age of Ultron was the fucking love story between Hulk and Black Widow. I hate it. I don't think it's necessary.
And you know what? Even I liked it, and it was so like, I can still recognize that it was forced. Nobody needed a love story in that movie.
Didn't need that.
There was enough happening.
You had the brother love story between Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, and I think if they had put more scenes between those two in, it would have made, spoilers for Age of Ultron, it would have made Quicksilver's death like so much more significant. But we didn't get a lot of time with those characters, and then you killed one off expecting us to care like you just killed off Black Widow, or you just killed off Captain America. Like, that's not who you killed. Like, you killed
didn't
somebody
see
we
that
knew
coming.
that was as the devil, the worst. Let's pray to God Elizabeth Olsen's better in the new movies.
Yeah, I do hope so. I want the big one.
That was terrible.
It was bad. It was really
Elizabeth
bad.
Olsen, I didn't know until Dean told me this. She's related to the Olsen twins, and she's not Russian. Like,
no, she's not Russian.
I just thought she had a bad Russian accent. Dean's like, no, like,
no, she's not Russian. Yeah,
she did that accent for the movie. I'm like, oh,
she was
my
actually
God.
tapped to do the Full House revival on Netflix after the Olsen twins said no. They went to their sister, and they're like, "Well, do you want to do it?" I think she
with the Russian accent though.
She either couldn't or didn't want to, or maybe because of the Marvel stuff.
She's obligated with Marvel, yeah.
Right.
That's what I would assume. But yeah, guys. So those were questions from Rick and Mel. Thank you guys for sending in your questions. I always appreciate Rick's title. Like
Yeah, it's
I
good
always
stuff.
say, you guys can title them, "Hey guys, fuck you. Greg looks Jewish today. Dean doesn't give a fuck." You can title them whatever, and we'll answer them, read them here on the show for you guys. Gives us a little bit of a discussion, and we also get to hear from you guys, which is awesome. We don't get a lot, so feel free to email us whatever. That is powerup@thelevelupnetwork.com.
Thank you so much, Greg. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate all of your questions as well. And that's going to do it for episode 25 of Power Up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this show, please click like on this video. Share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel. We can use all the support we can get. So go and check out our Patreon at patreon.com/thelevelupnetwork. And for $1 or more, you can get this show early on Tuesday nights, 5 days earlier than when it goes live on Saturdays. For free, you can catch it on youtube.com/levelupshow on Saturday mornings. Or you can head over to SoundCloud and iTunes for the audio versions. And that's about it. You can follow me on Twitter at @thebeast_NJ. Follow Greg at Greg Virga. And that's it. We're out of here. Take care.
Thank you guys for joining us for my lucky episode.
Thank
Dean
you
made
for
a
joining me.
Beyonce reference.
We did. I'm gonna try to work in a Beyonce. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, take care. Power up.
Power up, guys. Hi.
Salinas. This
Wait.
bumper was pulled off of our car by Salinas. Are you familiar with the film? You don't want? You ever watch the movie Selena?
Yeah, I did, but like,
That's from fucking Selena, bro.
I was just gonna bring up the movie. I was gonna say, do you remember when George Lopez's mom killed Selena?
George Lopez was not in that movie.
I know, but it's a joke because maybe you didn't have that on Nick at Night, bro.
Oh, I fucking had George Lopez.
And she
loathed
used to grandma.
George Lopez.
George Lopez was such a good show.
George Lopez sucked. Are you kidding me right now?
He said, George Lopez was so good.
Ew, I'm over this conversation already. He is the worst, not funny comedian.
Well, Mr. George Lopez, if we ever interview you on Power Up, I'll be there for you, sir.
I'll be absent. He can take my place.
They're gonna be like, George Lopez just got cast as the new Marvel villain.